What is up, guys? We're back with another YouTube video. If you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering how to increase your back squat. Now, over the past 6 years, my back squat has gone from looking like this, hitting 315 off a bench barely, to squatting 7 plates and hitting 6 plates with ease. If you're new here, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost at 15K, so it'd be great if we could hit that by this end of this week. Yeah, so leave a comment and let me know what you guys want to see for future videos. So let's get into today's video. At the gym right now, about to go in. It's pretty late, but yeah, so I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to take you guys through, warm-ups, my squat technique, low bar versus high bar, and just all that stuff, what you should be looking for when you're squatting. Now, my warm-up's going to be specifically for me, because I'm specifically tight in the hips, upper body, with all the pressing and pulling stuff that I'm doing, but if those areas are a problem for you to get loose, you can definitely try out these exercises, but that's going to be specifically for me. And then low bar versus high bar, which is also going to be what you prefer. Me personally, I think you can squat more weight low bar, but if you like doing high bar, it's going to be a little bit different mechanically. But yeah, I'll take you guys through the squat technique, how to squat, and just everything. I'll take you guys through it all. Probably going to do a voiceover, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to take you guys through how I increased my squat and all the tips that I used. So let's get into it. What is up, guys? Just got this mic. Hopefully it's not bad. If it's bad, I'll probably switch over to voiceover. But starting out, I did my warm-up, did my 5 to 10 minutes warm-up. Now I'm using the band, stretching out the upper body, stretching out the chest. What you guys didn't see is soft tissue work and just use like the massage gun. And I did some jump rope before this. That's what you guys didn't see, but that's pretty much about it. And I'm just stretching out the upper body right now. The lats, this is gonna be a big point of emphasis when doing low bar. You're gonna want to stretch out your lats, your forearms, your triceps, all that shit. Especially your chest too, if it's really tight. Alright guys, so we're gonna do a voiceover as well as the mic'd up audio because it was really hard for me to talk while getting in the zone for squatting. But here I'm using the band, stretching out the chest, the lats, and the triceps, like I said, to get the upper body warm for low bar. So when I started low bar, I actually couldn't bench press for a couple weeks because of the strain I put on my elbows. So if you're starting low bar, keep that in mind. It's going to take a lot of upper body mobility to get that bar onto below your rear delts or on top of your rear delts, however you like to put the bar. But I actually forgot to record some of the leg warm-ups that I did. But I did 90-90 hip flip, Spider-Man stretch, and pretty much all the mobility stuff I did in the last video. So starting with the bar here, I'm doing a low bar squat. I actually started squatting high bar with like no belt, no nothing, and then I learned that I could squat more low bar, and that's just a kind of a preference. But the difference between high bar and low bar is high bar, you're going to be putting the bar on top of your traps. In low bar, you're going to be putting the bar pretty much on your rear delts or on the spine of your scapula. Now, the position of the bar makes a big difference in your squat mechanics. Now, regardless if you're squatting low bar or high bar, the bar path should stay directly over the midfoot at all times, and that's why low bar squat will produce a slight forward lean, pitting the bar into your shoulder shelf. It will definitely place
the bar behind you, so you have to lean forward very slightly to ensure that the bar is over the center of your feet. No matter which way you squat, the goal should always be to maintain that vertical bar path above your midfoot. Now, the reason why I say that low bar squat, you can load more weight, is because it loads the posterior chain more. By forcing the hips back, you're going to be able to produce and absorb more force this way. And when you do a low bar squat, it's going to create that forward lean of the chest, and it's going to allow you to squat more weight. And when you do that forward lean of the chest in that shift, it's going to allow the glutes and the hamstrings to become more involved, and it's going to require less range of motion than the high bar squat. And less range of motion is going to be easier to perform, and it's going to typically allow the squatter to lift more weight. And as you see here, I'm just going plate by plate, starting with the bar, and I squat away from the mirror because I want to rely on my instincts to hit depth. If I was looking at a mirror, I'd be relying on my sight to hit depth.
Putting on the belt right now. Every time I get the 3 plates, I put it on. You're technically only supposed to put on 80% of your max, but it's almost superstition at this point.
Now, the reason why I say you put it on only at 80% is because you want your core to get stronger. You don't want to rely on the belt so much, if you're a beginner. But this is just kind of my routine that I do. But I would, anytime it's 315, I throw on the belt. And then here I'm just trying to make every single rep look the same to help with form. And you'll hear me say that coming up here soon. I'm just going up, plate by plate until I hit, 585. 585 is, that weight where you can, determine if you want to go up or you want to go down. And 585 is that weight for me. During this squat session, I didn't really feel the best, but here's 4 plates. Moved pretty good. Now, when I say I'm squatting away from the mirror, if you're a beginner, definitely squat towards the mirror just to see where you hit depth. And then as you progress to advanced or intermediate, you can actually feel at the bottom where you hit depth. You don't even have to think about it at all. Here is 5 plates, just trying to make every rep look the same here. Move decent. I think I kind of felt it here. Sometimes you have those days where you can just feel it on certain movements. Sometimes if I unrack 225, I'll feel it and be like, nah, today's not the day. But sometimes I'll surprise myself. But the main question I get is how to increase your back squat, and it's going to come down to 2 things that have worked for me. And it's going to be, 1, the frequency of how many times you're back squatting. You would definitely want to squat more. And I'll get to the second thing after you see this 6-plate squat. Yep, so that's when I felt it. I was like, yeah, today's not the day, but I went up to 635 here. And the second thing is nutrition. If you're not eating enough, you're not going to see progress in your strength. For me, the main foods that have helped me become stronger is red meat and white rice before workout, and sometimes orange juice right before workout. That's just preference to me, but red meat has a lot of creatine in it, and I also supplement with creatine, so I even have more creatine in my system for strength. Yeah, as you guys can see, I almost failed that, but you have those days sometimes. Hopefully I'll get 700 by the end of this year. And then I'm going to go into talking to you guys about my accessory movements that I do for increasing squat.
All right, what is up, guys? So 635, pretty shitty.
585 kind of felt iffy, but so after 635 I kind of just cut it because body probably needs a break. Probably because I did heavy deads on Saturday. Now we're doing Bulgarian. Unfortunately, the heaviest dumbbell in the gym is 120. So we're gonna make it work. Keith's gonna increase my squat as I'm heavy on accessory movements, especially single leg movements, because it's gonna really find out which leg is stronger than the other and which one's the weaker. Put more emphasis on the weaker leg. So you have dumbbell Bulgarians sets of 8, and then single leg RDLs sets of 8 to 12 pretty much.
I ended up doing sets of 6 on Bulgarians, but everyone skips Bulgarians, but it's definitely a big thing to increase your squat. It's going to strengthen, your posterior chain, your hamstring, your glutes, and your quads based on foot position here. Since my gym only goes to 120s, I can progressive overload on reps.
Using a lot of core. From single leg movements because you're going to be off balance. So try not to use a belt during these accessory movements. I don't do a lot of, I don't do specific core days. I kind of do heavy squats, heavy deads, and then heavy single leg stuff.
Yeah, as I said here, I only do heavy compounds for abs. Doing heavy compound movements are gonna strengthen your abs, and then to reveal your abs, if you want to get a 6-pack, it comes down to diet and a calorie deficit.
It also is like 11 o'clock at night, so that's probably why I'm fried. But gonna push through here. So single leg dumbbell RDLs. Hold with your offhand. I like to use straps because I don't want my grip giving out. If you're a beginner, definitely use lightweight for these. You're gonna be off balance when you first start out. So look something like this.
Now these are a movement that I absolutely love for lengthening the hamstring. As opposed to doing like a boring double leg RDL, these are going to strengthen, your balance, and it's going to strengthen your hamstring and your glutes here. So that off leg should be extended fully. I almost lost balance here. Then a slight bend in that front leg. And then here's my right leg. Right leg, this might just be the angle, but I could definitely be a little off balance on my right leg. Something to note just for me. And then the rest of this workout, I thought my mic was plugged into my camera, but it actually wasn't. And what I'm saying here is the Nordic hamstring curl variation is probably one of the best for shortening the hamstring, in my opinion. If you don't have a partner, strap the belt across the back of your legs, the back of your calves. I'm using a Velcro belt here just wrapped around the bench. I also propped up the bench on a plate, which will decrease the range of motion, making it easier to get your first Nordic. Here you also want to keep in mind that you want to keep your hips through, and only want to, when you start failing, only use your hands as much as you need to push yourself back up. So you want to keep, the emphasis on the hamstrings. I think I did 6 to 10 reps here, 3 sets, and then I did a giant set with these, with the Nordics, and then the calf raises, and then leg extensions. And then here I'm doing seated calf raise, 3 sets of 15. Really try to focus on the stretch at the bottom and the contraction at the top for these, and your calves will grow. And then here doing leg extensions, 3 sets of 20. If you really want a nice quad burn, do these 3 sets of 20 and then superset them with body weight walking lunges to failure, just like down and back, like a section of your gym, and you'll really feel it. And then these are called reverse squats. I got these from Knees Over Toes guy, and I think he said half your body weight for 20 reps is the benchmark for, strength in these. So I'm 200 pounds, and I did 100 for 20. 100 pounds or 20. These will strengthen your hip flexors and your core, and has helped me increase my squat and deadlift for me personally. And then I finished with the Stairmaster level 15 for 10 minutes for cardio and, you know, leg burnout pretty much. That's gonna be for the voiceover and the mic'd up. Let me know if you guys like the mic'd up in the comments below.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for the video. If you guys made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm posting new videos every single Wednesday. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in the future. If you guys like these voiceovers and the mic'd up videos, or if you guys just want to see more like vlog type of content. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace.